This is from the AP. Oxford University Press has named Rizz as its word of the year, highlighting the popularity of a term used by Generation Z to describe someone's ability to attract or seduce another person. It topped Swiftie, which is an enthusiastic fan of Taylor Swift, situationship, an informal romantic or sexual relationship, and prompt, an instruction given to an artificial intelligence program. Well, that's not even a new word. It topped those in the annual decision by experts at the publisher of the multi-volume Oxford English Dictionary. The 4 finalists were selected by a public vote, and the winner was announced on Monday. Rizz is believed to come from the middle of the word charisma and can be used as a verb, as in to rizz up or chat someone up, publisher said. It speaks to how younger generations create spaces where they own and define the language they use. From activism to dating and wider culture, as Gen Z comes to have more impact on society, differences in perspectives and lifestyle play out in language too. Now, I'm only reading this because it highlights kind of this weird aspect of modern society, which is that our vocabularies are shrinking. Like the average vocabulary now is like 10 words. Okay, it's just 10 words and grunts and pictures. And so the vocabulary is shrinking, and yet we're inventing new words every year. So there's never been more words invented, and also there's never been fewer words known or used. And it's a very strange dichotomy. And I think it's because all of our new words are just variations of old words. So they're taking old words and they're shortening them, or they're combining them. So it's like we're doing to the English language what we've done to churches. You know, they go into old churches that used to be ornate and beautiful, and they intentionally make them crude and ugly. Or with modern art, people used to sculpt gorgeous, impressive figures out of stone or wood, and now they just plop a wood block down, and they call that art. In fact, I saw someone post a minimalist. They said it was a minimalist artistic nativity set that was on sale somewhere, and it's just blocks of wood instead of Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the shepherds and wise men and everything. It's just the blocks of wood. So like the wood that they, in the past, they would have like carved into figures. Now it's just the wood. It's just the block. And that's what we're doing with language. We're replacing distinct and beautiful words with blocks of wood. Rizz. What the hell is that? Rizz. I mean, ironically, if you use the word rizz, then you have none. That's the irony of it. That's a word you use if you have the IQ and personality of a barnacle. Like, what's wrong with just saying charisma? Why can't you just say that? Charisma is a good word. Charisma is a meaningful word. There's nothing wrong with that word. Just say charisma. Now, sure, it has 3 syllables. It takes slightly longer to say, but you can do it. I believe in you. You can manage to say charisma. It's not hard. You can say the whole thing. It's 3 syllables. You can actually say it. It takes like 1 millisecond longer. It's not like you're so busy that you have to shorten all the words now, or use pictures in place of like actual sentences. And if you didn't know any better, you look around and you think, well, people are so busy they don't have any time to like communicate in full words and sentences. People are so busy. Like, no, they're not. What do they do? What's everyone doing? Not doing anything. We've never been less busy. Balance of Nature fruits and veggies are a great way to make sure you're getting essential nutritional ingredients every single day. Balance of Nature uses an advanced cold vacuum process to preserve the vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients of the fruits and vegetables they use. The capsules are whole food supplements with no additives, fillers, extracts, synthetics, pesticides, or added sugar. The only thing in their capsule is pure fruits and vegetables. Balance of Nature sent a bunch of their products down to the studio for my team to try. We all love them. With Balance of Nature, I get the nutrition of over 10 servings of fruits and vegetables in just a few easy-to-swallow capsules. This makes my crazy schedule so much more manageable. No matter what my day looks like, I start each morning with my Balance of Nature fruits and veggies. When you're disciplined enough to take care of your health, you reap all kinds of benefits. Your body will thank you. So go to balanceofnature.com, use promo code Walsh for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. It's balanceofnature.com, promo code Walsh for 35% off your first preferred order. Rizz. I don't like it. You know, the other thing too is that there's this insistence now that younger generations need whole new vocabularies distinct from older generations. I mean, you heard Oxford English. They're celebrating that. They're saying, oh, the Gen Z, they're creating new spaces. Oh, shut up. First of all, not creating anything. They're just taking words that already exist and they're making them uglier. And But then the effect is that eventually there's no shared cultural language anymore. Each generation has its own language. And I know you'll say it's always been that way. Younger kids have always used slang. But that's not really a thing. This is actually a modern phenomenon. Like if you were to go, if you were a farmer in Pennsylvania in the year 1827, let's say, and you were 45 years old, you spoke the same way and used the same words as your 17-year-old son. There was slang, of course, but the slang was shared across generations. And everything was shared across generations. They had actual, imagine this, historically, human beings across the world have had a shared culture that spanned generations. And so your grandparent and grandchild would participate in the same culture together and understand each other. And that's the way that it used to be. And there wasn't this thing where every year the new crop of 17-year-olds invents 50 new slang terms so that nobody over the age of 25 can, understand anything they're saying. So I'm opposed to it. I'm opposed to Rizz and situationship. And kids today, and I'm not saying I'm opposed to slang, but all I'm saying is that kids today, you can use the same slang we used in the 90s. There was nothing wrong with it. We can stick with the same thing for a few decades at least, can't we? You don't need new ones. Our slang was fine. We used to say stuff like, talk to the hand, and the bomb, and eat my shorts is the thing. I mean, we didn't really say that, but people on TV said that. Raise the roof, we used to say. Or at least our youth pastors used to say that to us when they were trying to relate to us. But it was the slang, and it was fine. And we don't need any of this. So it has been stated. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.